Hello everyone, this is Dubai Shambhavi and today I'm here to demonstrate the technique of cerebellar testing. So basically cerebellar testing is related with the movements, body movements and body posture. So the first one was rapid alternating movement. So in this I'll show what my patient has to do and you have to do that, okay? So you have to do like this. Okay. So we have to notice, in this we have to notice the rhythm, the speed and the smoothness of the motion. So as it was fine in my patient. So now the another one is in which I'll ask my patient to just tap his index finger over the distal interphalangeal joint of the thumb. So you have to do it rapidly. Okay, now with the other hand as well. Okay, fine. So as you saw, my patient was able to do it, so he is not having any cerebellar problem. So now I'll proceed further in which I'll ask my patient to tap his all fingers like this as if he is counting. So can you do it with the other hand as well? So yeah, it's fine. Now I'll do another test in which I'll ask my patient to just tap my hand with the ball of his foot. Just rapidly I'll ask him to do. So you can touch with the ball of your foot with this hand. Okay, this one. Okay. As you saw, he was very rapidly able to touch my hand with the ball of his feet. So yeah, he's fine. He's having no cerebellar problem. Now the next one is heel to shin test, in which I'll ask my patient with the heel of his one hand, with the heel of his one leg, he need to just run down his opposite leg. So can you please do it? Run down till your big toe. Okay. Now with the another leg. Okay, as you saw, he did heel to shin test very finely. So yeah, his cerebellum is working well. So now I'll do the next test, which is point to point movements, in which I'll ask my patient to just outstretch his hand, and with the one hand he need to just touch his nose. So let's do that. So you need to outstretch your hand like this, and very rapidly you need to touch your nose tip with that hand as well. Okay. So as you saw, now the another test is in this series only, in which I'll point my index finger like this, and I'll ask him to just with his one finger he need to touch my index finger, then his nose tip. So I will also change the position. Okay. Now with the other hand as well. Alright. So as you saw, he was able to do that very nicely. So he's fine. So now the another test which I'm going to do is related to gait. That is, gait is the style or the way of walking. So basically in this we'll test our patient's balance or the body posture, the way he walks. So yeah, let's start with the first one. So for the first one, I'll ask him to just normal walk. So in this, I'll observe the way he walk, his hands motion and his postures, his leg movement and all. So let's begin with the first one, that is the normal walking. So can you please walk normally? Okay. So as you saw, his movements were very clear. He was not swinging, his hands movement were proper. So yeah, now we'll proceed further. So the second one is tandem walk, in which I'll ask my patient to walk first heel to toe walk. So you have to walk like this. First you have to do like this, like this, like this. So this was tandem walk, so he was able to do it very finely. So now the next another test, in which I'll ask my patient to walk firstly on his toes, then on his heel. So basically this test is for to know the dorsiflexion and the plantarflexion, basically the muscles of ankle. So yeah, so firstly you have to walk on your toes like this, one round. then with the heel as well, like this. Okay. So yeah, this was the test for dorsiflexion and plantar flexion of ankles, and he was able to balance it very well. So his ankle muscles are working well. So now the another one which we'll perform is hop in place, in which I'll ask my patient to stand and just jump at a place. So basically this is to check the proximal and the distal muscles of the leg. So yeah, let's begin. Now with the other leg as well. So as you saw, he was able to do it finally. So his all the proximal and distal muscles are working well. So now the next one is the shallow knee bend, in which I'll ask my patient to bend his one knee and then kind of walk. So basically this is to check if there is any proximal muscle pain or any pelvic girdle pain. So yeah, let's start with that. So now the another test which we are going to do is to check for the stance, so which is also part of gait. So the first one for that is Romberg test. In this I'll ask my patient to stand and with his feet together for at least 20 to 30 seconds, and then we'll observe whether he can maintain that upright position or not. If he's not able to do so, then definitely he's having some cerebellar problem. So let's see. So can you please stand straight with your legs together and eyes closed. So you can open your eyes. So as you saw, my patient was able to stand erect in an upright position for at least 30 to 60 seconds. He was able to balance his body. So he is negative for this test. So yeah, now we'll proceed further with another test, that is pronator drift test, in which I'll ask my patient to just outstretch his hand with palms up like this, and he need to stand for 20 to 30 seconds like that, and we'll see if he is able to just maintain the position upright or not. And also we'll try to, in between, I'll ask to just close his eyes, and I'll put some pressure and ask his to resist that. So let's see whether he's able to do that or not. So you need to just put your legs together and just do like this with your palms up, and you have to just close your eyes, and in between I'll just put pressure and you need to resist. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So now you can put your hands down and open your eyes. So as you saw, my patient was able to do that. He just maintained that position very finely. So yeah, his cerebellum is fine, and basically this test is to know the muscle strength of the patient and the way he can balance his body. So yeah, he was able to do that, and if a person is not able to do so, so definitely he's having some corticospinal tract problem. So yeah, so now here I have completed all my cerebellar related tests. So yeah, thank you.